Kevin, I suppose, the focus has been on the inter-county scene for the last while, but club scene, I suppose, for players that aren't involved with the county, you've been working away for the last couple of months.
Yeah, we've been working away for the last couple of months, I suppose, like every club. But I suppose knowing the story now that inter-county is first and the club comes after is all anyone really wanted. You know your season, so obviously you have to be right for when you have to be right for. So there's no it's easy managed. And I suppose I think it's better than kind of chopping and changing from playing a bit of club in April and going back. I think it's having it separate is a great help to everyone, because we've our championship now kicking off in the next few weeks and take it from there, I suppose. So it's works well that way.
It was a different county league this year, kind of. Yeah. COVID, I suppose, ensured it was divisionalised again, so maybe a couple of neighbours you were playing more than the usual.
Yeah, and I actually thought it was kind of enjoyable. Now, to be fair, we played City, so we played Mungo, Ballyround, Kildimo, and I suppose naturally there's a bit of bite because it's local teams, but it was ran off very well, I have to say. It was games every Saturday evening, and we played 5 weeks in a row, I think. And after last year and the interruption, everyone just wanted games, and I think everyone, regardless of, I suppose, coming out on top or whatever, I think just getting lads playing backline games was very good for all clubs, really.
I suppose for yourselves, with a new management coming in, it's always a bit of learnings from both sides, really.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a bit of learning from both sides, right, and it's new voice and things like that, but I suppose we just have to adapt, and it's been great so far. I suppose it gives fellas a clean slate, and there's obviously, I suppose, the things that come with it that you just adapt to, but it's been great so far now, in fairness. We were back training, I suppose, like everyone, back in March, April, and we've got a bit of time. Them league games were probably good as well for the management to have a look at a few of our lads, I suppose, so it's worked out well so far. Yeah.
I suppose when you've had the track record you've had for the last number of years, the target can only be silverware?
I suppose, yeah, I suppose we've been thereabouts, in semi-finals and on for the last maybe 3-4 years, so obviously I suppose that's where we want to be again, and as you said, silverware is what we're aiming for, I suppose, like the other 11 lads here, I suppose, in the senior championship. But yeah, that's what we'll be aiming for, I suppose, and look forward to getting kicked off, I suppose, next week. Yeah.
What kind of a boost is it to a club team when Cian Lynch, Jimmy Burns and Aaron Gillan return, and Jason as well, of course?
Yeah, it's something else, to be honest, and the boys have been just the way they've come back and carried themselves, it's just an unbelievable boost, and the lads are exceptional, even throughout the year, before the final there, the boys could be up around the field tipping around, up at underage matches and underage training. They really are now, I have to say. It's not like they were gone missing for 6 months. Obviously they had their business to do and they went away and looked after that, but they really are, they're always around the club, real positive impact, and I have to say now, just to get them back training, it's an unbelievable boost. And I suppose, like the other clubs, the lads, after what we watched last Sunday, everyone was just blown away by it, but to get them back has been unbelievable. It's been excellent.